it's simple. Doesn't that just mean it's basic?
Yeah.
Is it too simple? Is it too simple? Right. See, this is the thing. This is the thing I want you to understand. All right. The problem that actors run into, we have found, is that they mistake a process that is simple for a process that's elementary. Does that make sense?
Okay,
Yeah, I get
Right?
that.
But what they don't understand is that a process must be simple for it to be actionable, readable, and repeatable. And so we end up caught up in all this overcomplicated stuff. So this is what we're here tonight to discuss, right? Is conversation goal. I really want you to take this shit seriously. Because acting, at least for me, and I know it's to some extent a subjective process anyway, but someone needs to fly the flag for simplicity. I want you to take this seriously. Acting, for me at least, and for many people who I've seen succeed with this process, acting is an exercise in concentration. If it is an exercise for you that you experience as anxiety, as limiting, then you must understand that is not an exercise in concentration. It's an exercise in going with the winds of your emotions that are to do with you. They are not to do with the story that you're telling. So we say it's elementary. It's not elementary. It is something that will get you out of your own bloody head.
I understand the problem is being worried about failure.
That's right.
How do I get focused on the other person?
Right.
How do we do
So,
that?
yeah. So how does the conversation goal help you? That's the question, right? Okay. If I am focused on this is what we talked about with the levels of availability in our Freedom for the Actor workshop, okay? 3 levels of availability. First level of availability, first thing that is available to you, the thing that comes the most easy, is your own actor tensions. And we redefined actor tensions in that workshop. It is your desire to do a good job, to be a good actor, yes? That's the first thing that's available to you. That's the first thing you're going to be feeling, right?
That's what buggers me up.
Yeah, that's what buggers me up as well.
It buggers you up because it limits you. It just limits the shit out of you, yeah? Right, so check it out. A conversation goal, the first thing that it does is it takes you out of your own anxieties and places your focus on the other person in the scene. You've got to understand this, or you at least need to aspire to understand this, that your performance does not live in you. It's not in you. It's literally in the other actor. Because only from them can you receive the impulse to continue to do the next thing. You can't play tennis on your own, unless you're against a wall perhaps. But then, I don't know a great deal about tennis, but I know enough to say that would be a boring tennis match. Right? Right. Your performance lives in the other actor. So a conversation goal, in answer to your question, a conversation goal directly plugs you in to what that person is giving you. Because it's fair enough to say, okay, I need to get externally focused, but what am I focusing on? Well, you're focusing on what you directly want to achieve in the relationship, in the space of that scene. And of course, in the space of the play. So the conversation goal completely frees you. It gives you an external thing to focus on. I do this with salespeople all the time. I do it with salespeople constantly.
Yeah, it's just acting.
Because it's just acting. Salespeople come in and they've got a piece of paper. It's exactly the bloody same. Here's your sales pitch and blah, 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 and sit them on the phone and all this sort of stuff. And the first thing they do is they read it like shit. I'm teaching people how to do this process. They don't consider themselves actors, but it immediately just frees them. So it is not elementary. It is powerful in its simplicity.